The analogy, and I wanted to actually bring in bowling balls, but I don't have any to demonstrate. So if you can imagine holding out your hands right now, I put a bowling ball in your hand. You got it. You're cool. Second bowling ball, you got it. You're cool. Maybe depending on how heavy you are and how much you've been going to the gym, maybe you're struggling. I try to hand you a third bowling ball. What happens? Just train wreck. We can't do that. What's really important, if you take nothing else away from this seminar, is think about how many bowling balls you're handing somebody when you're talking to them. And are you making a logical sequence through story, which allows us to process multiple bowling balls? Or are you just throwing facts and figures at them? Each time you throw a new piece of information, a new fact, you're handing them another bowling ball. So if I'm Ryan, I make Turf Dynasty, it's about this. I make this other game, it's about this, and I do this, and we're based in PHP land, and we do a mobile app, and we started 20 years ago. Each time you're doing that, you're handing them a bowling ball. Make sure that you give them the chance to process that bowling ball and move on. So respecting capacity is really, it sounds simple, but it's actually hard to do, is only give people one big thing at a time, one big thing. In EOS, they talk about rocks and marbles and pebbles and sand. So there you can tie in other pieces. It's not just one piece of, multiple pieces of information is okay, but one big idea, and then you can build around that big idea. If you try to give them too many pieces of information at once, it's that short-term memory processing, and you'll be jettisoned in 30 seconds. Anything more than the three bowling balls, then what ends up happening to the human brain is it has to jettison information. So whatever you just said 5 seconds ago gets jettisoned to make space for the new thing that you're holding me. So if I hold you a third bowling ball, your option is realistically just to drop one bowling ball and take the other one. That's what happens in human communication if you try to put too much information. What we like to do is hand the bowling balls one at a time. And this is the basic 7-step storytelling framework. So it starts with a character. They have a problem. They meet a guide who gives them a plan, calls them to action, helps them avoid failure, and ends in a success.